Alright, I'm taking a small break from shoveling snow. Come in and warm my Tootsies. I thought my feet were wet, but they were just so cold that my toes were starting to go numb. Yeah, they're not. My socks aren't damp, they're just cold, so I'll probably double them up or put on thicker socks if they'll fit in my boots. I think I got some wool winter socks. I don't usually wear high socks. I just don't like the way they feel on my shins, but if they keep the snow and cold out of my feet and boots, then that's a win. I was wearing this lightweight scarf. I know I've got some knit, like wool scarves somewhere, but I like the lightweight of this, so it works more like a gasket to keep the heat in my shirt from escaping, but not thick and heavy enough to keep the heat trapped around my neck, if that makes sense. So I'm not like overheating or sweating out there, or not overly anyway. Even with all my layers on. So I've got, I think, mostly cotton base layers. I got like a tank top undershirt, t-shirt, long johns, but I think there's probably some, this feels like there's probably some synthetic in there. Hoodie, jacket. Now that I've come inside, it is pretty warm in here. For my lower half, I've got my underwear, then some leggings, gym shorts, duck canvas shorts, and then I had them like waterproof snow pants, but I took them off when I got in the door. So I left them in my coat and my boots at the door. So I don't trek snow and water through the house. And again, I don't know how long I'm going to be in here. I still got a lot more to do. I probably only got maybe I'm done 40%, probably less than that. Snow's still coming down, not like really heavy, but mixed with sleet, so it's gonna get heavy if it gets wet and freezes. It's really cold out there. It's like 20, wind chill of like low single digits, but the layers keep me plenty warm. Got gloves. Not really like insulated or waterproof winter boots, just leather work boots, steel toe, Wolverine. So probably not ideal for purpose, but well enough. Probably had an oil on this recently, as would be helpful to help keep them waterproof, but my feet aren't wet again. Just the transfer of the cold through the leather to my feet. So gotta find my thick winter socks. But yeah, we've got 3 snow shovels. One of them's got like 2 loops on the handle, so you got your blade here, and then the first loop on the handle is on the underside, and then back where you grab it. No, that's backwards. The first loop is on the top, and then back where you grab it, there's a loop on the underside, so you kind of grip it, and it gives you leverage to throw it, but the blade's cracked, so like right dead center, so it's flimsy, but it still works pretty well. The one with the good blade has just a regular straight handle, which works well enough, but the loops on the handle really work well for tossing it. So I kind of switch between them back and forth. And then we got another one that has a straight handle, but the blade's all, I think it might be a metal blade, so it's like just worn down and not flat anymore and kind of useless. So we don't really get a lot of snow here. I mean, it probably snows every year, at least a little bit, but being near the coast and the bays on all sides kind of keep us a little bit warmer and isolated, I think, from surrounding states and counties. So we don't usually get it as bad as the others. So I mean, like, people for the most part are used to driving in it around here. But if you've been out on the road, people drive worse than ever. So I don't know how helpful that is. Probably younger drivers have less experience driving in the snow. I don't really know. But yeah, it doesn't snow heavy and often enough for us to have replaced our snow shovels yet, or blades. You know, it's like enough to get the job done, and then like you kind of forget about it till next time it snows, and then you take them out and it's like, oh man, this would be better if these were in better working order. But I think the one on the looped handles, I think, is repairable. You know, maybe with like fiberglass mesh and some kind of epoxy or something. It's like just cracked in the center of the blade where the bottom of the stub that the handle goes into, it's like flexed right there. So it flexes when you try to lift or push or scrape. But again, it's isolated to the center, so it hasn't cracked all the way across the blade. I think it could be salvageable with stuff I have here. If it's worth it, you probably just get a replacement blade. I don't know. I'll look into it. But yeah, I want to at least get the first shoveling done. I've got maybe 35% of the main area of the driveway cleared. I got the walkway in front of the house and the steps, but I did them first and it's already snowed on them again. So I got to finish the driveway both ways on the sidewalk, and then tackle the bank in front of our driveway and mailbox and where the trash cans go that got flipped up by the guys plowing the road in the neighborhood. So yeah, it's important to keep a positive attitude when you got stuff to do like this. I mean, rather than look at it like, man, this sucks that I got to do this. Look at it like, you know, how blessed am I to be able, you know what I mean? My dad always used to say, you know, when there's hard work to be done, he'd say some people pay to go to the gym. So here I am out here shoveling snow. Try to keep that in mind. But yeah, that's about it.